Happy New Year. This is a chime in update. Tell you about things to come, what's currently going on. We're not in Black Bastard Video. We are at my mom's house. Black Bastard Video Senior. Yeah, this is where I was born. That's where I birthed Black Bastard Video. Right below me in the garage is where it all started. It all started with the Fresh Box way back in 2018. 17-ish into 18. The Fresh Box came about in artist studio slash movie night. I would go to the flea market with a friend of mine down in Fiore and come back to the Fresh Box, work on some rhymes, and talk about the things we picked up at Alamany Flea Market. But it wasn't laser focused. It wasn't VHS or DVD focused. It was just cool things we picked up. And let's talk about the things in the Fresh Box. And then we'll go into trying to create some music or some art of some sort. But that had faded out. Once I realized that I'm not going to be a artist, like I'm not going to be a musical artist, because I really never had passion for it. I just like funning around. But what I did gravitate towards was my love for movies, and turned that into a movie theater solely. And I think, you don't document this stuff. You don't just like sit down like, this is the day I came up with the idea for a Black Bastard Video. No, it just came about. Probably, man. Let's just say it came about New Year's Eve 2018 into 19. If we were to just like put a date on it. Anyhow, so I'm not filming a Black Bastard Video. Black Bastard Video won't return until February. I said Valentine's Day, and I'm going to stick to that. But for right now, I will just run through a few Laserdiscs and a VHS. I watched Laserdisc on my my original Samsung TV that I've had since at least 2010. That's my retro flat screen that has never let me down. So I almost feel like I'm watching my retro Laserdisc on my retro flat screen. I would never hook up. I don't even think I can, honestly. I don't even think it has the ability unless I get some kind of converter to hook up a Laserdisc to my, I think I have a 55-inch TV. But until then, yeah. But I like watching the widescreen on the widescreen flat screen. But when it comes to full screen, pan and scan, or open matte, I prefer my CRT. Here at my mother's house, the Magnavox is my go-to and my only two. My only way of watching VHS and Laserdisc. So I prefer to watch, like I said, I prefer to watch my full screen movies on the CRT. So my mom came and picked me up from Black Bastard Video today. I don't have a vehicle working right now. And she didn't want me out in the cold, so she came and got me early. And these are the movies I brought with me to my mother's house. The Thing, Raiders of the Lost Ark, now I have Temple of Doom on Laserdisc, but I don't have a full screen copy. I'll have to track that down. But at least I do have the VHS. And of the two, the VHS and the Laserdisc, my widescreen Laserdisc, I always reach for the VHS because of the packaging. Likely, if this was in an uncut box, I wouldn't go for it. But since this is beat to crap VHS from more than likely a warehouse, this is the one I reach for because it's lived in. It has energy. Now, we're not going to be here at my mom's to watch Indiana Jones trilogy, but of course I want to come back here and I'll be watching the trilogy over time. The reason why we got full screen Last Crusade, I ended the year with End of Days. That was my New Year's movie into Pump It Up, aka The Substance. I fell asleep before the ball drop. I mean, I heard, I was in bed. I wasn't up watching Substance. I turned it off. Come 12 o'clock, yeah, I woke up to the fireworks. I heard that and I drifted right back to sleep. When I woke up in the morning today, January 1st, I continued on with The Substance, completely forgetting as I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, this is a New Year's movie. She was supposed to host the ball drop. This is a perfect modern day New Year's movie. So I watched End of Days, which leads up to New Year's, double feature into Pump It Up, aka The Substance. So I ended the year / begun it a little bit with a modern day film on VHS. It's the version I was watching. The release I was watching is a rip of The Substance. So now into the new year, fresh blanket of snow. Literally, fresh blanket of snow. I decided I'm going to start off in the snow with The Thing. You know, I'm going to start with the classics. You know, you only get one go around at this. It's going to be, this is the only time it's ever going to be January 1st, 2025. This will never happen again. So, you know, do it right. Now, when I was leaving, I accidentally grabbed this right here, but I'll show it to you. I don't plan on watching it because I just watched RoboCop and RoboCop 2 back to back. But it's here. I just hastily, this is how the Laserdiscs were, and I just grabbed them and left. And when I got here, I was like, oh, I didn't mean to bring Murphy with me, but here he is. I just watched this flick a couple of days ago. The Hitcher. Clean. Now, I can't tell you where I've gotten all my Laserdiscs. It's just every so often it'll pop in my head where I'll remember where I got a Laserdisc. I got this in a, this guy had a storage unit filled with Laserdiscs, and I wanted every single one of them. I wanted them all. I mean, 99% of the Laserdisc I went through were hitters. Damn. Yeah. I mean, it was fair, but once his prices were fair, but once you just next thing you know, you're at 100, 150. I think he wanted like $2.50 or something like that, $2 a pop for the more expensive ones, maybe $4 or something. You know, he wasn't a collector; he was just a seller. Now, this is one that was recommended to me by my mother. I had already had it in my collection from the video room, Piedmont, Oakland, no longer around. This was a good flick. It was one of those movies that I wasn't given a chance. Like, even it was in my collection for like 2 years, and I just wouldn't give it a chance. I was like, I don't want to watch that old British stuff. But I watched it, half-ass watched it, and knew I needed to watch it again. So I'm going to watch that again this year. Alright, sad part about collecting, let me relax a little bit. Sad part about collecting Laserdiscs is you might have a hot piece of ass in your hand. And it turns out that one side plays perfect, other side, laser rot. This flick right here takes place in the Bay Area. It's about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Great flick. I would say a double feature will watch this into Shampoo. This was my Halloween trilogy. I watched 1, 2, and 3. This was a great Halloween. This was a great. The holidays this year were great for me. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. You know, sometimes I'm absolutely terrified of the holidays and how long they can last. You know, as soon as this, honestly, man, as soon as summer's over, I get scared. I really do get scared. But I got a lot of love from family and friends this year, and I have nothing to complain about. All right. This is the love I'm talking about. My mother got this for me. This is my Christmas present. Came a couple days before Christmas. And I have been wanting this. I wanted this so bad that I passed on the American Laserdisc because the cover art looked so cheesy. But the Japanese release, badass. Badass. And I'm gonna watch this a little bit later in the year. I really want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it so close to, because I had just watched Lethal Weapon. That's a Christmas flick. This is not a Christmas flick, so I don't want to muddy the two. I want it to feel like a proper sequel, like that's a proper release. Like, you didn't watch Lethal Weapon and then like a week later, like Lethal Weapon 2. No, like I'm trying to trick my mind and give it the vibe of when I first watched Lethal Weapon into Lethal Weapon 2. Alright, so this is some reading material. We got Mysterious Island. Alright, Mysterious Island. Vintage Hollywood movie posters. They're all right there. Cool. I'm quite positive Russell of Ukiah, my man from the Alamaniac, Russell from Alamany Boulevard. I have this poster. From Alamany Flea Market, gave me this. Yeah, I didn't buy this. Someone gave this to me. I wouldn't buy this. I'm not saying it's bad. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't pony up the money. I don't just throw my money around like that. I don't buy things I want. Okay. I buy things I need. All right. This is special effects. I might have also got this from Russell, or this could have been in. This might have, honestly, this might be from back in the day. I don't even know. We might have had this in my family since the 80s. We got a few of these special effect type magazine books laying around. Kind of thing that you'd see at Safeway, you know? This would have been at Safeway, at the checkout. My mother just gave me this about an hour ago. San Francisco Noir. It's gives you a list of movies that are filmed in San Francisco, the city in film from 1940 to the present. The present being, let's see, what's the last movie they talk about? Well, hell yeah, The Game. That's my flip right there. I don't know. When did this come out? The world may never know. That's modern era. Who cares when it came out? Modern. Okay. Then we just got a book that I haven't read. I read maybe 10 pages. And I'm like, you know, it'd be better than reading a book, watching a movie.